I'll mark the rendezvous point on your map. Meet me there when you're ready.
Let's head out.
And this little gem comes straight out of the abyss. Nicked it from a pretty succubus in a demonic house of pleasure. The stone makes its owner a master of seduction and endows him with tremendous physical endurance. It's one of a kind. Oh, hey there, Chief. You're just in time. Just a minute, my valued customers. Yours truly needs to discuss some business here real quick. Don't wander off. Take a closer look at my wares. Everything for sale. Every single item is magical and unique. I watched that man get crushed by his cart. I swear I heard him sigh with relief when that huge thing fell on him. You bet. I'm back home and everybody who used to wipe their feet on me is now lining up patiently for me to swindle them. Oh, it's a dream come true. Although, I admit, I never dreamed that half of them would be wearing paper horns to look like me. I guess it's kind of flattering. Yes, indeed. Would I lie about a thing like that? Never better. The customers just keep on coming. The money's pocket change compared to what we get from our missions, but I'm doing it for the love of it. I'm pulling fast ones left, right, and center, and they can't get enough. I can barely keep up spinning new stories about this junk. I don't even need to pick their pockets. They're happy to hand their coin over to me. But there's just one thing, Chief. I haven't seen a single guard approach my stall yet. Oh, and I'm dying to sell them something at triple the going rate. I want them clamoring to part with a couple months' salary for my wares. Give a friend a hand? Who knows? They were always giving me a hard time, catching me in the act just as my purse was starting to bulge, or giving me a thrashing in some back alley for my own good. And now, not a single guard's brave enough to approach me. I really want to stick it to them, trick them, then have a good laugh at the idiots who used to chase after me, tripping over each other to shower me in coin. But they love it, Chief. People want to believe in this stuff. They know it's not real, but a small part of them still hopes it could be. That's where I come in. I fill their hearts with holiday cheer by selling them little moments of hope. How's that for an explanation? Ha, you almost had me there, Chief. Talk them into paying me a visit. You can tell them I've got something special for them. Every guard in this city knows Woljif Jefto, but you can start with the two hanging about nearby. They keep eyeballing me. Probably remembering the last time I got away from him, my pockets jingling with somebody else's coin. And if you come across any more, send them my way too. I knew I could count on you, Chief. Point them my way, and I'll take it from there.
Oh, my back. Hail. The guard's looking after the well-being of the townsfolk, but keep your wits about you. Don't trust any of these swindlers.
Ah, my old joints. How can the Canabra's guard help you, citizen?
That little yeah, we know the lad from when he was just a kid. We can spot an impersonator a mile away.
That's right. See that dent in his left horn? That's my work. I clubbed him once. We've known Woljif for ages, that's why we watch him closely, so he doesn't do anything stupid or get himself in trouble. The law? What else? We've been trying to catch him stealing from people since he was about yay high. He's a real pro, but my back and joints aren't what they used to be. Haven't been for a while. So the little rascal almost always got away. Well, he's not running now, at least. Oh, my legs.
Last time we met, he slid right between my legs as he fled. My back was killing me for a good month after that. When Woljif was a boy, we could catch him sometimes to try and beat some sense into him. Yeah, I mean, talk some sense into him. Anyway, it didn't work. Yeah, lad's no chump. Made something of himself. Got copycats now. Good for him. People think he's a horned hero. Well, that's all well and good, and he might be doing some great things in the world wound. But we remember him and his antics well. Hard to trust someone like that.
Why does he keep peddling his junk? I'm just waiting for one of his customers to come running up to us in tears, saying they got robbed blind.
Oh, we can get healing at the healers. Anything he's selling's bound to be some worthless trinket. Well, there's plenty of fools ready to empty their wallets here as it is. We're just trying to make sure they still have their wallets at the end of it. What if the lad actually remembers us fondly? I mean, we did give him a whack or two, but that was for his own good.
Oh, fine. Let's go take a look.
Let us be careful.
A murder right next to my shop. Everyone's trying to get a look. Right over my counter, of course. I know, except the people won't let him cut the line. It's fine. Let him stew at the back for a while. Thanks, Chief. If you see more of them, send them my way. Catch you later.
A festival, a fair, and still nothing worth looking at. Huh? What? Is something wrong? Me? I just got a bit distracted. I mean, it's a festival. Merchants from all over Mendev are here, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing interesting at all. I want something, you know, something special. A talisman, like to... it's nothing. I've been to all the stalls. There's nothing but junk. I've seen him. Didn't look at his goods, though. Maybe if it wasn't one of them horned louts selling, I'd take a look. Well, because it's not Woljif. Just another copycat. And even then, I don't want to have anything to do with him. We met once before. My first night watch. Saw him at the haberdashery after he'd broken in. Caught him right as he was emptying the till. He dazzled me with his shadow thingy and said he'd curse me. I was scared and confused. And then he slipped away right under my nose. And he cursed me. He did. I haven't caught a single crook since. All of them just run off, like Woljif. Yeah, the real deal. Who cares? I wouldn't touch the real Woljif, or anyone impersonating him with a 10-foot pole. What if they curse me again, with something even worse? No thank you. I'm telling you, it's not Woljif. Although that's probably for the best, right? Maybe his impersonator will have something valuable in his store. To the abyss with it. You're right. I'll go browse. Hopefully no one will curse me this time.
Tread lightly.
Commander! I've always got time for you. What are you looking for? Catch you later.
I'm gone.
It seems that quite a few people are missing from your entourage. I assume that in the chaos of the festival, some of them missed the message about the meeting point, Commander. Alas, there's no time to wait for the others. We must attack now.
The spells of a group of unidentified mages on one hand, and the disappearance of members of the commander's retinue on the other. I doubt the two are unrelated.
Maybe they got lost. It's easy to get lost in these stone cities. Really, really easy.
I haven't seen any of them since we entered the square. The city is very noisy and crowded today.
Our friends simply must be somewhere at the festival. I admit, standing in this frightfully uninspiring shack, I feel rather envious of them.
Have you seen how much attention we've been showered with today? I could barely get away from my customers. I didn't want to deprive them of my company.
The Eagle Watch will handle the search once we're done with this lair. There are thousands of people in the city. Anything could have happened, good or bad. Whoever these mages are, they're up to no good. The longer we wait, the more time we give them, and we're right under their noses. They could notice us at any moment. Yes. Oh.
Follow my steps. Let's head out. Let us bide our time.
Demons and their minions don't put this much effort into their costumes and ritual sites. This is something new.
Ah, Commander. I admit we weren't expecting you here, but your arrival is most fortuitous.
That's Morale her.
A polymorph spell. I should have known.
Ugh, I hate having fur in my mouth. You have been brought to us by the will of our god. The festival is over for you. We will take you to our lord. From now on, your life belongs to him alone. We are humble servants of the greatest of gods, the only one worthy of worship. Gah, I've been in cat form for too long.
Our agents have infiltrated Canobris. The gates, the square, the temple. We are everywhere. Our Lord has something for you. Let's call it a business proposal. An offer you will not be able to refuse. That is all I will tell you. The Lord Razmir ordered us to seize you, not to bring you in for a friendly chat. We will carry out his command.
Let's have some fun.
Gom.
Cover me, all right?
I will resist! Oh, I feel faint.
Retreat is not an option.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I acquired large. Attack!
Prepare yourself!
Kneel before me.
Aim carefully.
Out of my sight!
Desna, guide my
Cultists
hand.
of Razmir. Now there's a group I never expected to see in Canabras.
Guests who show up to a party uninvited usually end up trying to spoil it.
I've heard an entire nation worships him. They think he's a god in the flesh. Oof, creepy guy.
It seems they have not harmed anyone yet. I hope we have made it in time.
This is not the cult's main force. There must be others in Canabras.
Cultists again, and such boring ones. Couldn't they come up with something more interesting to build a cult around? Like a cult of carousels. Oh, or maybe kites!
If Razmir and cultists are really looking for you, Commander, then things are bad. I don't know what they want from you, but Razmir is a cruel tyrant with the resources of an entire country at his command. Whatever he's up to, it's nothing good. Personally, I'd be surprised if this incident led to any real conflict. Mendev's already got its hands full fighting the Abyss. And besides, the cultists were cautious, and presumably hoped to remain unnoticed. Still, the fact that they were tracking you specifically is disturbing. It's possible, but no more possible than your comrade simply getting lost in the crowd. I'll try to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. Their magic was probably the source of your impersonator's powers up on that stage. I wouldn't be surprised if there are other agents in the city posing as you. A living god. At least that's what all of Razmiran thinks. In my opinion, he's just another arrogant tyrant whose only real achievement was managing to gain control of a weak nation in the River Kingdoms. He's ambitious, greedy, and powerful, but otherwise an ordinary man.
Why, it could only be that your illustrious self shines so brightly that it outshines everyone else.
I agree that they see you as a threat, but it is still not clear why.
Well, they weren't looking for a cozy chat, that's for sure. Maybe Razmir means to kill you, but I can't imagine why he'd want to. Razmir proclaimed himself a god. His people revere him, worship him, offer prayers to him, just like cultists. From what I understand, their cult does not engage in bloody rituals, the summoning of dark entities from other planes, or other such vileness. But at the end of the day, they're still followers of some power-hungry usurper masquerading as a god. I'll raise the alarm among my people. There must be other cultists in the city. We will find them. Commander, you can still enjoy the festival while we're busy searching. But stay on your guard, and be ready for anything.
Watch and learn.
Let us be careful.
Pathfinder! I've always got time for you. I know, except the people won't let him cut the line. Catch you later.
Tread lightly.
The city guard and the soldiers of the Eagle Watch are loitering about aimlessly. I am ashamed to witness such gross incompetence. Yours as a captain, first and foremost. You have allowed hostile forces to infiltrate the city undetected.
Again, my lord, the Eagle Watch has prepared carefully for today. If the behavior of my soldiers appears frivolous, I can assure you that it is only a facade. It is our job to keep the people of this city safe, and we take our duty seriously.
Commander, you are just in time.
Commander, Captain Gong Tuk of the Eagle Watch, at your service.
I was informing the captain that he has been negligent in his duties. Based on my observations, the city guard is not adequately prepared for the possibility of an enemy attack, and neither is the Eagle Watch.
That is not true. I can speak only for the Watch, but I assure you, we have taken every precaution to ensure the city's safety.
The city guard and soldiers of the Eagle Watch have been stationed throughout the city at random. The patrols move through the streets with no discernible purpose. The chasm in the square has been hastily cobbled over with planks. The area near the stage is unprotected and vulnerable to attack. I could go on. No, it is not enough. I'm surprised you need the reminder. This kind of attitude is precisely the reason why the city was attacked last time.
We learned our lesson from the demonic invasion. This is why we offered to help the city guard ensure the safety of the townsfolk. We have developed a number of discreet but effective strategies for security.
You will have to be more specific, Captain. I want an explanation, not excuses. I need hardly mention the Razmiri cultists. They managed to enter the city today completely undetected. Undoubtedly.
I very much would, Commander. Thank you. During the preparations for the festival, it was decided the Eagle Watch would be put in charge of security. We planned for every possible scenario. The guards went into great detail about the problems they faced during the demon attack, and we have worked hard to address those issues. The placement of our soldiers throughout the city is intentional. Their positioning is all part of a larger strategy. I could go on at length about the preparations we've made for the festival and how our approach differs from that of the city guard. I could even give you a tour, but why don't you inspect our sentry posts and talk to the soldiers yourself? I am certain they will allay your concerns. They can show you everything we've done to make sure the city is safe and secure during today's festivities. Here, take this chevron. Fasten it to your armor, and my soldiers will know I've sent you.
A tempting proposition. I will accept your offer. Are you with me, Commander? I am aware. I've seen them idling about, not even pretending to do their duty. A cursory glance at the city guard is all I needed to confirm that they are truly hopeless. An inspection would be a waste of time.
In that case, I will not detain you any longer.
Commander, I would like to inspect the chasm first, followed by the gate and then the stage. We should get started.
I'm gone. I spotted something.
Corporal Sweeps, at your service.
Corporal, we are here to conduct an inspection. Shall we proceed, Commander?
Absolutely, Commander. It's strong and sturdy. And we have our soldiers posted in multiple places nearby to keep watch.
Perhaps. The platform itself is sturdy enough for its purpose, but the quality of its construction is not the issue here. The real threat comes from below. What is that I can see down in the chasm, Corporal?
An Eagle watch post. We anticipated that an enemy might try to enter Canabris using the lower caves. So we set up an entire network of outposts beneath the city. If there's trouble down there, Iomedae forbid, we'll be the first to know. You bet. These caves extend far beyond Canabras. Anyone could use them to sneak into the city. Right now, it's the easiest way to get past the walls. You're right, Commander. We always need more soldiers. But the city guard helped our scouts explore and clear out the caves directly beneath this square and the adjacent streets. We collapsed all the other passageways. The guards thought it unnecessary. But the Watch Command decided it was better to be safe than sorry. Some smart folks around here came up with this, sound warning system. I don't know how it works, but if even one person sounds the alarm in the caves, all the Eagle Watch posts, both above and below ground, will know that something's wrong.
How is information shared during the festival between the posts on the surface and those below ground?
The post on the surface uses a hinged hatch to check in with the post below every 15 minutes. We use gestures to communicate.
How do you ensure that no one gets through the underground passageways between the lookout posts?
We built a few stone and wooden barricades between each post. It's nearly impossible to get past them without being noticed.
What would happen if an enemy overwhelmed your underground forces before they could sound an alarm?
Well, the enemy would have to figure out a way to reach the surface. The soldiers on the ground don't have ladders. We lower them up and down with ropes.
At ease, Corporal. I have no more questions. We are finished here.
Follow my steps.
Oh, those are good costumes. Wait, those aren't costumes. They're real. Yeah. Begging your pardon. Didn't expect a visit from such distinguished guests. Sergeant Bushy Wolf, at your service.
Sergeant Wolf, we would like to know more about the security protocols here at the gate.
Oh, I'm happy to answer questions about that. Yeah, my subordinates have everything running like clockwork. But what would you like to know? Yes and no, Commander. This is the same gate and walls as before, but we completely dismantled and rebuilt them in the aftermath of the attack. You can barely recognize them now. Even Nerosian doesn't have gates this strong. Oh, you noticed? This is a gift from the capital. They sent us a massive pile of coils, levers, chains, and bobbins to build all these fancy mechanisms. We can open and close the gate 3 times faster than before. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That's my motto. Just because we want things to go well doesn't mean they will. That's why the soldiers are here to keep watch. It's better to be safe than sorry. Aside from everybody dressing up as you, Commander. Of course, most of them don't resemble you at all, but some of them look just like you. It's uncanny. A few people dressed as your companions did try to sneak weapons into the square, but my soldiers quickly disarmed them. Granted, this was after they nearly let the scoundrels through. I have to keep a sharp eye on them, or they get lazy in their duties.
I want to hear from the soldier first. Sergeant, I would like a full account of the security arrangements at your post.
Yes, sir. As part of our efforts to keep the city secure, we have made several improvements to the gate in the market square. As per this morning's inspection, all mechanisms are in working order. Observation posts have been placed along the walls to provide an unrestricted view of the city in the market square. At the first sign of danger, these observation posts will signal for the gate to be shut. They have been equipped with torches and alchemist smoke for this purpose.
At ease, Wolf. Yes, I have seen enough.
Greetings. Lieutenant Leva Eicheltane of the Eagle Watch at your service. An inspection, I presume.
You presume correctly, Lieutenant. We have questions for you.
I'll answer your questions, but I'd like to remain at my post if you don't mind. Stage Square and the adjacent streets. All of the watch soldiers here are under my command and supervision.
Some of the guards are lingering idly by the market stalls. Soldiers are scattered haphazardly throughout the square. Their posts seem to have been assigned arbitrarily. Explain this, Lieutenant.
The city guards are not under my authority. While they may shirk their duties, my watch soldiers do not. You may believe them to be idle, but if you observe the surrounding area from here, I think you will come to a different conclusion. Each group of soldiers is stationed within view of at least 2 others. Patrol routes are concentrated in areas where there is a high likelihood of criminal activity.
I do detect a certain logic. I would not say that. The strategy is questionable, but the reasoning is sound. From the position, the lieutenant will be able to quickly identify a threat if it is signaled from one of the surrounding posts. However, this brings me to another question. You do not have enough soldiers here. Are you sure you will be able to defend this city?
We do not want a heavy security presence to dampen today's festivities. However, we have soldiers posted everywhere, even if you can't see them. They're inside houses and towers, even the chapel and the temple. They are keeping a careful watch on everything that is happening in the vicinity.
Lieutenant, what will you do if there is a threat? You are standing alone on a crate in the middle of the square.
I have these. Signal flares. A little help from the alchemists. I can shake one and toss it up and everyone will know there's trouble.
That will suffice. Carry on, Lieutenant. Commander, a word. I am rarely wrong in my initial judgments, Commander. But today is one such occasion. I must admit, the Eagle Watch have taken measures to improve the city's defenses after the demon attack on Canabras. So do I. They should be the center of attention right now. I find it suspicious that your closest companions are absent from a celebration being held in your honor. There are always killings at town festivals, contract, accidental, and serial. Either way, it is the job of the Canabras City Watch, which is to say, the killer is unlikely ever to be found. Her fears are justified. A celebration in the middle of a war is an unbelievable folly. Sela does not forget her duty during festivities. I underestimated her. No. The Eagle Watch have learned from the mistakes of the city guard. However, their forces alone are not enough. There are still gaps in their strategy that need to be addressed. Still, their overall approach is sound. I will try to determine what has happened to our associates. And to forestall your next question, no. Your presence is no longer required. I will take things from here. Commander.
I saw how Regil interrogated that poor guy. Shoot him right out. I guess our Hell Knight doesn't know any other way to relax. Catch you later.
Good day. Do I know Woljif? Look around. Everyone knows him. Unfortunately. Ugh, yes, I know him. We only met once, but that was more than enough for me to remember him forever. You don't know? I thought everyone in Canabris knew the story of how Ysera Voyle was disgraced and demoted because of... Well, let me start at the beginning. For 8 years, I was the warden of the Canabris prison. 2 years ago, Woljif was caught stealing, again, and, as required by law, was placed in custody before his trial. We spoke for less than a minute, and even then my intuition was telling me I needed to stay sharp with this tiefling. Oh, it's a shame I didn't listen to it. A day later, Woljif escaped. We still don't know how he did it. The cell was locked, with no sign of forced entry. It wasn't enough for him just to escape, though. He went and ransacked the warden's office first. My office. Woljif slipped out of prison with 2 months' worth of guard salary. They were to be paid the next morning. And despite my impeccable record, I was demoted to patrol duty. Now I guard the streets, and no matter how many ruffians I put away, no matter how many lives I save, I will never get any recognition or gratitude. My career ended that day, and I've never encountered Woljif since. Just an ordinary guard. I don't think my name is important. But, since you're asking, it's Ysera Voyle. Keeping an eye on things. Although, to be honest, I'm expecting trouble. Just force of habit. I don't want anything to happen on my watch. Well, sure. There's about 100 Woljifs loitering around today. Wait, you're serious? He had the nerve to show up here? You know what? Yes, I will pay him a visit. I want to look him in the eye and see if I can find even a shadow of regret.